Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at these Ovonic Rebel 6200 milliamp hour ADC 4S batteries. These batteries were provided to me by Ovonic for the purposes of this review. That being said, they gave me no direction on how to make this video and they will not be seeing it before I release it. Whatever I say here is going to be my own opinion. Whether it's good or bad, you're going to hear it. Let's take a look at what you get inside the box. First we get some stickers, nice. Of course we get the battery here, take a look at that in a minute. And then we get some instructions here. Now I looked at these instructions from the other battery and these are actually fairly well written, so I would suggest going through here and reading these because there's some really good information in here and some things that you want to make sure you follow regarding safety with LiPo batteries. So especially if you're new to the hobby or new to LiPos, make sure you read this and read it carefully. All right, so these 6200 milliamp hour batteries are hard case. These would normally be designed to go in something like the 8S Creighton or Outcast. They are too tall stock to go into a Max or X-Max, but I have aftermarket strap-down systems for both of those, so that's what I'm going to be using them in. This comes with an EC5 connector from the factory. It has the little protector here for the balance cable. Now, some people like these, some people don't. I like them, but they can be kind of limiting because you can't stuff these into the little holders that Arma makes, but you can just pull this off if that's a problem for you. It has a nice little protective heat shrink on most of the case. This case feels pretty solid. Seems about like a normal hard case battery. The wire that comes on this particular battery is 12 AWG 200C rated. That's fine for a battery of this size and C rating. I would prefer to see 10 gauge on here, but there are plenty of other manufacturers in this same size range and C rating that also use 12 gauge wire, and I've used them before and it's never been a problem. Like I said, these have EC5 connectors on them. Now I am going to be putting QS8 connectors on them, so I'm going to cut these off and I want to take a look at how their soldering job is. So let me go ahead and get one of these connectors hacked off and we'll take a look. All right, so we got this bare connector out now. If you're going to be messing around with connectors, changing them or pulling them out or doing what I'm doing here, please make sure that you are properly educated on what you need to do to be safe when doing this. These little batteries have a lot of energy inside them, and if you don't treat them with respect, they could short out and cause some pretty big problems, so please be careful with that. Looking at this solder job, looks really nice. The entire area is filled in here, doesn't look to be a cold solder joint, and I think these would hold up just fine. These also look like good quality EC5 connectors. All right, so I got my trusty QS8 connector put on this battery, and I've done some testing, checking the capacity and the internal resistance during charging. Before we go over the results of those, I want to tell you guys I'm really excited. I'm about to hit 2,500 subscribers. For my 2,500 subscriber celebration, I'm going to be doing a pretty sweet giveaway. If you're interested in winning that giveaway, make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell to get notified of future videos. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, so like I said, I've done some charging and discharging cycles with this, got my QS8 on here. I found that the IR of this battery was pretty evenly around 3 to 4 milliohms. I checked the other battery as well, and it's pretty similar. That's just fine. I like to see my batteries when they're new around this size being between 2 and 4 and 5 milliohms, so this is right in line with that. I discharged them all the way down to about 3.3 volts per cell, which is basically zero. You really don't want them to be that low normally. And then I did a full charge, and as you can see here, it got 6,800 milliamp hours. Same thing with the other battery, it was very close to that, so these batteries actually have a higher capacity than what they have on the label, so can't really complain about that. So the big question is, are these batteries going to be better than a Traxxas battery or a Spektrum battery where you're going to be spending a significant amount more money per battery? The only way we're going to know that is we're going to go out and test them out. Now, I don't have Traxxas or Spektrum batteries at this moment, but I've had them before, and these SMC batteries that I'll be comparing this to are as good or better than Spektrum and Traxxas batteries. So if these batteries hold up to the SMC batteries, then they're going to be as good or better than Traxxas or Spektrum for a decent amount less money. Let's get out and check out how these things perform. Well, I got about 10 packs through these batteries, and I think they're working out really good. I've run them in my X-Max, in my 4S Granite, and in my MT410. You can see they've taken a bit of a beating, but they're holding up well. No puffing, temperatures are good. They've been charging evenly, discharging evenly, and so far I'm really happy with them. My X-Max weighs close to 30 pounds fully loaded, so if these batteries work well in there, they should work well in anything. You saw the comparison to my SMC batteries. Those SMC batteries are definitely better than the Traxxas and Spektrum offerings. I have directly compared them in the past. So if these are holding up to those, which they seem to be, then they will also be better. So should you pick up these Ovonic Rebels? I think so. I think they're a great battery. They're reasonably priced. By the way, I've got an 8% discount code down in the description. That's a non-affiliate discount code. I get nothing back from it, but you guys get 8% off the price of the batteries. Well, that's about all I have for this video. These things seem great. I'm gonna keep using them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.